the Brooklyn Nets at the Boston Celtics series predictions here. So this
Boy, oh
series
boy.
has already been a huge treat with a game-winning buzzer beater by Tatum. This was after a big comeback from a 15-point deficit
I still look.
that the Nets just fell short of capturing
thinking that.
with the win. So again, they were down. They were up. They were down by 15, made the way back into the game, and then eventually lost it at the end. Like you said, a little bit of luck there involved on that last
No, definitely.
on that last shot.
I'm standing on that score, bro. That was luck.
Brooklyn has one more game to play after this one today, to play before the potential return of Ben Simmons. And what the fuck does that say? Did I just write that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Boston.
Boston.
Robert
Yeah.
Williams.
I'm sorry, that looks weird. It's these goddamn sunglasses. Yeah, Boston,
God.
without Robert Williams, was able to capture the first game to set a tone for the rest of the series. So my question to y'all is, who wins this first round matchup between the Ridden Nets and the lucky Celtics? I just want to say one thing, and we mentioned it before the pre-show, that all 5 Celtics on the court touched the ball following a defensive stop that led to Jayson Tatum's game-winning layup. I think that says
But
a lot
it's
about
luck.
the team. Yeah, I don't know about it being luck. I bet you the last
Bro.
the last little shot,
Hey,
it had to
if
involve
you
a little
had-
bit of
Be
luck
real. 2
because
years.
it was wide open
A
and
year
KD didn't
ago,
get after him.
last year, Marcus Smart would have took that shot. Yes or no?
But he didn't
I
this
don't
time.
think that's like
Cool.
luck. I think that's building
They've
towards
grown.
something. So why?
They've grown, bro.
Why are you gonna attribute the growing?
He's
to
like
luck?
he's made
How about
comments
the change of a coach?
that
That was a
Brad-
big thing that we were
I
complaining about
think-
last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brad Stevens
Honestly,
was kind of a fraud.
Brad Stevens was really not cutting it. If this is how they look in just a year, he was not cutting it. They
look
gave him
inspired.
they gave him a nice promotion so he didn't
No.
look bad. But bro,
They look they
What?
look inspired compared to just playing in a system that they were with Brad Stevens.
yeah, he loved.
They're letting
it.
their
He
stars
loved his
play.
system.
And they let the role players roll.
Yeah,
But Gifted,
agree.
No, I feel you.
who do you got in this matchup, though? It is now 2-0. Boston Celtics won today. Not necessarily handedly. The Nets were leading the whole time, but it didn't feel like the Nets should have been leading. I felt like they got a lot of their points at the free throw line.
bro.
But ultimately, I felt like the right team
They
won.
thought they were gonna win the game off of that. If you look at how the game really ended in the fourth quarter, too, that's really how they were still trying
KD
to
0
play.
for 10 in the second half of
Ooh,
this last game.
shit.
The Bucks. The Boston Celtics up 0-2.
0 for
2-0.
10?
Yeah.
Really?
In the
Bro.
second half.
Fuck, I was at
All
work.
free throws.
Bro, he was like
Damn.
4 for
So-
20.
so Gifted, let's start with you.
Something
Who-
sick?
Yeah, that's tough. Who do you think wins this matchup, even though Celtics are up 2-0?
You know what? I said Brooklyn was gonna win the series because I thought KD was gonna be in the driver's seat going against the Celtics instead of
He ain't
trying to
been
meet
nowhere
Miami.
near it, bro.
I would
He still can be.
I would imagine that
You're right.
somebody wakes the loke up in KD and KD just goes off for 50 and then having Ben Simmons back, whether it's 10, 15, 20
You think-
minutes, fuck it. It's something.
Wait.
I'm pretty. What? Go ahead.
Just a real quick question to kind of like tag on to what you're saying. Do you
Okay.
think Ben Simmons will be let's say he does come in game 4 because I don't think it's game 3. Let's say he does come in game 4. Maybe it is game 3 because I said one game.
They said
Let's just say they come
possibly
in.
Either one.
Either one. Do you think that sparks the team up?
Yeah.
And it has to be game 3 now, right? They're down 2-0.
Yeah. Has to be game 3.
It has to be this
That
next game.
No, that definitely sparks the team up because it was like, hey man, I know we talked about mental health on this show before, but dog, it's a lot. And then he finally feels confident to like, you know what? I know y'all need me. Whatever happens, happens. But you know what? I'm gonna be here for y'all. I'm not really feeling the same, but like I'm gonna be here for y'all.
It feels so sweet that you're saying that about Ben Simmons.
Man.
Who you got, though? Who
I
you got
know.
in the
It's
series?
like I still think Brooklyn's gonna turn it around, bro.
You think so?
I think Brooklyn's gonna
I
turn it
like
around.
how you're
in
saying with the
7.
pick.
I got it. Yeah, I still think because it's hard for me to count out KD, bro.
I
KD's
feel
a
you.
god.
The
KD
series,
is
I feel
a
you.
god
There's a saying
to
that goes-
basketball.
There's a saying that goes, the series starts when you win at their home court. So that hasn't happened just yet. The Celtics handled business at home, and we all know that the Nets don't really have a home. But in the last game.
That's disrespectful.
It's true. It's true. Like a lot of
I
other people,
understand
they
why you
travel.
say that, but
They don't
damn.
even play great. They don't have like the greatest home record either, bro.
Well, let's just say this much: they sold out the last game of the regular season
Playing.
that they had. Hey, it still happened.
Lakers sold out playing too.
Let's see what you got though.
Ooh.
Fuck that. Nothing.
Steve Lee,
They
Boston
played
versus
play.
the Celtics versus Brooklyn Nets. Who you taking?
I mean,
2 games in.
truthfully, I was low key taking the Celtics before this series, but after these 2 games, bro, I'm not saying.
Seems like it's more of a rapper.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, my pick is staying the same because of respect for KD and Kyrie, but it does not look good, bro.
Wait, you said I thought you said that you're picking the Celtics first.
No, yeah.
Yes.
Like, I'm picking the Celtics, but maybe because of the way the series is going, maybe my game, like, the number I picked them winning in might be different, but I'm not going to change it out of respect to KD and Kyrie.
So
feel
you
me?
still have Brooklyn then?
No, I still have the Celtics in 6.
So then I just don't understand that second saying, but I get you. For me,
No, but
like
because
them getting 2 games. That's
no,
why you
but
have respect for them.
I'm saying I have respect that they will still get 2 games,
He
but
does
off
have
of
a
these,
New England sweater
off
on,
these
y'all.
I don't like the Celtics though. I hate the Celtics,
Oh yeah, you're a Lakers fan.
bruh.
How about this one?
Basically,
So
I would have picked
Go ahead.
them in 6 beforehand, but these first 2 games, that's a little worrisome from what I'm seeing from Brooklyn. I'm not saying they can't do anything, but I don't think they're gonna win the series, and I don't think they're the better team either. That's another thing. Yeah,
if you
top to
watch-
bottom, KD and Kyrie are the best 2 players on the court, but Boston Celtics have a better roster, bro.
I don't even think it's necessarily like they have a better roster. I think they have a better game plan. It's kind of crazy how
Game plan,
Well,
okay.
Well, you know why I call it a game plan?
Well, I mean, you could say game plan, but if we call it out,
Well,
the Boston Celtics
you understand
get
why I call
stops
it a
when they need it.
okay,
The Brooklyn
you're talking about
Nets.
stops, but that's like more general, right? I want to be a little bit more specific in the fact that Williams, when he's on Kevin Durant, goes crazy. Like he actually does a very good job on him. Tatum has been trying to check him every single time, which I want to pay kudos to Tatum
Yeah, he is.
because as the best player on the other team, and
he
you
ain't
want to
ran.
show
He ain't ran from that
I'm
one time.
here, like let's
He has
get
not
it
ran
going,
from that
like
one
best
time,
against
bro.
best. That's why I respect KD a lot. That's why I respect Kawhi Leonard a lot.
KD's kind of
usually
running from Tatum, bro.
he is running from him. But I'm saying though,
Because he's older, though.
KD was one of the guys that usually does that though. But it's like that's Bruce Brown's point of the
Hey,
whole defense.
Bruce Brown is still getting. I'm not. Everyone gets
But that's
scored
his
on.
role on the team. I'm not saying that he's not great at it. He's good enough for the team.
He's
In a
he's
starting
o-
lineup,
okay.
he's good enough.
He's okay.
He's good enough.
Bruce Brown?
I think that's a
Yeah,
little bit better
Bruce
than
Brown.
he's okay. He's good enough.
Okay.
He
fine.
put up
He's-
20 points today, I think.
No. I'm
He's good
no.
enough.
I'm
He's
not.
not
No.
okay.
Look. Okay. I'm saying specifically just for defense, he's okay. He's not a
Oh,
he's not.
he's good
He's
enough.
not a deep.
He's good
He's
enough.
not.
He got some steals. Tatum was not doing
Some
well today, and guess who?
steals.
And guess who was guarding him? You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, Jaylen Brown. Oh man,
Jaylen Brown
Hold up,
had a
hold up.
night.
on steroids.
Jaylen Brown woke up today.
Robin on steroids.
It's a
He was woke today.
Hold up.
And
Dude.
Bruce Brown did have 23
Yep.
points on
There
8
you
to
go.
12
Yeah.
shooting. So that's
Bruce
not
Brown
bad.
saved them in the play-in too.
But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is
But
he's more than,
Jaylen Brown though.
you said he's
Jaylen
just okay. I
22
said a
on
playoff game.
22
Like, he's
on
he's
But
more
I'm
important
not-
to this team.
22 on
I'm-
9 of 18.
look,
2
I'm
of
more
6
so-
from 3. Yeah.
I'm more so speaking on defense because people were trying to give him like some identity
See, bro,
for
Jayson Tatum had
defense.
19 points. This is crazy.
Yeah, because he did a better job. He did a good job on Jayson Tatum tonight,
Today,
bro. 19.
You have a good point though.
He had a lot of turnovers. Jayson Tatum did, and even Jaylen Brown until that fourth quarter wasn't doing too well. But let me say this much: so what I gave the Nets,
Because-
if you go
okay.
if you go watch our Cavaliers versus the
He
Nets
had,
series,
Jason Tatum had 3 turnovers.
I
that's
thought he
not
had, like,
that
6.
bad.
3.
That's not too bad. Anyway, so what I
Jaylen
was
Brown had 4. Sorry.
4. So maybe they both had 7. So overall,
They did. Well, they did combine.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's okay.
I see why you're saying that.
so overall, what I was trying to say though is, when it comes to the Nets versus Cavaliers time, I was like, okay, these two guys, they know how to close out games. It's gonna be close enough, and those two guys, either one of them is gonna close out the game, right? Against the Celtics, so I thought Robert Williams being missing was going to be a big deal. Turns out that they can still
really
keep the same
They
defensive
still
prowess.
got it going without Horford, old ass.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are mostly perimeter centric when it comes to their offensive
moving like-
style
Yeah,
And
that's
with-
not good against this defense.
against that defense.
Yeah.
So on top of that, Williams, Tatum, and Brown are all doing very well on Kevin Durant.
Shout
Let's
out
see
Daniel Tice.
They jumping all over that man,
He
KD.
could have hit. He had a lot of mid-range shots, and all of
He
them didn't
missed
fall
them.
down,
He just missed.
and especially in the second half, like we were mentioning, over 10.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say those shots usually go in. So maybe if he goes home, he feels a little bit more comfortable, and he's able to do that because that's what he's
true.
been able to do this whole time. And maybe that brings them to a tie game, and then they're able to close it out because it's those guys on that squad. But even in that first game, they should have won if KD at least produced what he was supposed to produce.
Yeah, he
But
played
guess
like
what?
I mean, I feel like he did, bro. I'm
He
still
was
sticking
not
with
great
them. They
that
got-
first-
16
it was
in the
a-
first
He
game.
was not great
Dog,
the first game,
They
bro.
would have. I mean, they would have won by 1. It is what it is, but they still would have gotten that one. Jason Tatum really had a lucky spin move when
Hey.
he seen.
And
Oh,
it's not
Kyrie's
lucky.
there.
That's
Oh,
not
dog
lucky if
food.
you just said he had
It's-
Kyrie
it's-
on him. That's
it's-
not
I'm
lucky.
saying
No, yes it is. Oh my
Kyrie's
God.
gonna sky over Jason Tatum and block his
No,
shot.
but think about it though. If it was Nick Claxton or Andre Drummond,
He's not
wouldn't have
scaring
been.
anyone.
Who's not? Nick
Who's
Claxton?
scared of Nick
Yo, y'all got
Claxton?
Nick Claxton fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
You got
Nick
me
Claxton
fucked up because he's not great.
Hold up.
Nigga's average.
Y'all got
Nothing-
Nick Claxton fucked
no.
up, bro.
Nothing was lucky about that play except
Hell
for
no.
the attempt
If-
of the last
Dog,
shot.
it was lucky that Kyrie just so happened to be right there.
But KD not putting
KD
in that
in no
effort
man's land,
was
that's
a
his
little bit of
fault.
luck.
That's fine.
Giannis would have got the
That's-
weak side
yeah.
block.
Fine. Okay.
Fuck out of
KD
here.
Giannis would have got the weak side block, but that's not KD.
Bam blocked him.
That's what Nick Claxton is.
Bam
for.
blocked the man dunk. What's KD doing?
What's Bam done since the bubble?
Hey, bro.
Nothing.
Hey, no, you're not. You can't say that.
You do not
I'm
watch
talking
Heat
about
games.
we talking about a play to stop the
He just
game.
had 9 points the other day. What's Bam done since the bubble?
We talking about a play to stop the game.
He is not. A
He ain't
scorer
getting
on the
game winners
squad.
knocked down on him. KD is in no man's land watching Jason Tatum go up on little ass Kyrie, even though he knew he could have been guarding him in the beginning.
All I know is you don't watch any Heat games. You're talking shit about Bam Adebayo,
Yeah, come
You're
talk to
full.
me when we get more than 9 in the playoffs.
and then
Hey, he's not a
and then-
scorer.
And then you're gonna want to go, Bam Adebayo and his scoring ability, because that's what we need Bam to do.
We don't. We
Oh
don't
my
care if he
God,
scores or
bro.
not. I know if I don't care if he
You
scores
talking
or
about
not,
me
bro.
and Bam's scoring ability?
I don't
Mention
care if
that.
Bam scores, bro.
I was just
Bam
not-
produces in so many other ways. He's a better Draymond Green.
yes,
Way better.
not that night.
What night?
The other night when
When
Jimmy
was the
Butler had-
last time Draymond Green scored more than 9 points?
I have to
Oh,
look.
You
yeah.
said not
I have
that
to
night.
look.
I'm
Yeah,
like, wait, hold
I
up.
have to look.
Draymond
You don't
Green
watch
is
it.
I have
what?
to look.
Draymond
Sorry.
Green has watched
Oh,
Stephen
yeah,
Clay
that's
drop
true.
50, 60 points so many times. You gonna sit here and say this now, bro? Come on.
wanna
Jimmy
hear that.
Butler got
Whatever, man.
45.
Anyway, Chicago-
When it's not like that happens often.
All right,
Wait,
whatever.
wait. So I've been having the Boston Celtics the whole entire time. I've been on them this whole entire season. I still think that the Bucks are better than them. I still think that the Miami Heat are better than them.
What was that
But
Bucks for?
Hey,
Wait,
I
you
you
definitely
said the
think
Bucks.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said the Bucks and
I'm-
the Bulls.
both of those guys are better
But we're
than the
talking about-
Celtics.
Oh, okay.
The Celtics
Oh, okay,
will
okay,
beat
okay.
the Nets though, because not only do they have a 2 game advantage, but they're playing KD
They're-
very well. We said
Yeah.
they both have to be
They cracked the
extravagant to get out of these playoffs. And if they're not that in the first round, why do we expect them to come out of the playoffs like that?
Honestly, I
ultimately,
think
I got the Celtics all the way.
Nets are getting exposed.
How many games?
I expect the Nets to take one of these and then take one
I
at
say
their
s-
house
yeah,
too.
that's
So
what I'm
I
saying.
say
I
it
say
goes
six,
at
bro.
least.
At least
Six.
6, but I think
Okay.
they lose. Bro, Nets are getting exposed. Literally, if
I
they
wouldn't
don't
say
do
exposed. We knew where they were from the beginning like this, you
Well,
No, they're getting
no,
outplayed
bro.
more than exposed.
It's
Yeah,
not even. No,
I
it's
would
not.
say that
It's
more.
not a. All right.
I mean, between
If
Jason
K-
Tatum,
side, that's
Jason
look,
Tatum,
bro.
Jaylen Brown, they're a really
don't think
good
everybody- I don't
tandem,
think
That's
and
not-
they have a
do.
great
No.
bench
Hold on,
and
hold
a
on.
great
Can I
coach.
say what I want to say?
I just want to say one thing to answer your question is
I don't have a
think,
question.
I don't think any other team could do the job that the Boston Celtics are doing on Kevin Durant.
I agree. And again, they're feeding the Celtics are literally feeding off the fact that they are KD and Kyrie centric. That is why, like, if they had a full team of players who could do good at roles, maybe if they had I don't know, maybe Ben Simmons could help. But bro, they are KD and Kyrie or bust.
No, but KD should have hit those shots. He just had a bad game.
I don't disagree with that, but
If he makes those shots, it's a tie game. at the
you're
end.
right. But I also
Half
heard
of 'em.
the last day and a half about how KD doesn't do this after a game he loses in the playoffs, and then he came with a worse game.
Yeah,
I'm not
ever.
saying
I think
that was-
I seen
that was
in his
I have
career.
never seen him
He's
look
going
that
0
bad,
for 10.
bro.
That's probably
That
his
was pretty
worst game
bad.
ever.
I'm not saying he can't come back from it, but
That was bad.
yeah, that's not how we expected him to come back. Bro,
I didn't
at all.
expect them to make.
I
That
didn't
much
think
of a
he-
difference.
Yeah.
Like they really came in. So one thing I've always said though is I've seen even Chris Paul do well on Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant still got his. I'm being honest. But one of the biggest things that Chris Paul
he
did,
ain't lying though.
the one thing that Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul's
did.
good for a steal on KD.
I
Well,
know,
hold
but
on.
the-
Listen real quick.
He
Chris Paul got into Kevin Durant,
Bro,
making him feel very
he
uncomfortable.
could be right on that man's hip. Literally, just hold his waistline,
But-
bro. He's
but
on him.
KD usually enforces his will on players. The Celtics, even like he's trying to enforce his will, they're not letting him. It's totally different. And I never seen KD this helpless before. That was crazy. I never seen him like that.
Look,
I don't want to say
I get
KD is
what you're
helpless, he was
saying.
honestly
It
just-
looked like he could have made them.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm not calling
It's
KD.
just a bad game.
I'm not
I don't
saying
wanna
he's
say
helpless.
He looked
Fuck
bad.
no.
He looked
Look,
bad. 2 games
look.
in a row.
I get no. Well, based
They
off
would have won.
no,
That shit was luck.
no,
Come on.
that wasn't luck.